Uganda Daniel Rwama Kigozi abangi bayita Navio project bagiyise Navio X project yetuna lunako lwalero agenda tunyonyola biki byateketegedde ndabyemu ebyobulambuze byenjawulo ndabyemu music akwata mu regions z'enjawulo onako lwalero kipya ki kyatekekedde na bipya ki ebirala byagenda okubanga atwa mu maasawo Navio tuli butereevu ku BBS Telefina ensi tulaba obwakabaka bwonna bukwegesa amaaso buza kubatula
wasebo ne wanyawo jebale bampita Kigozi Nulwama aka Navio and welcome to the Navio X project.
Okutandikira ku Navio X project tegeeza ki omuntu atulabe saawa zino project ene tegeeza ki eri mu Uganda akola for the first time?
Navio X project eri project ya culture mu its entirety, muluzungu bajita in its entirety, not just Baganda, not just Sebei, not just Karamoja, tuina the whole of Uganda to think about, and later East Africa. Na ye tutandise ne songs from Uganda volume 1, 85-year project, tuina 50-60 tribes, so 85-year project ku season, every season tuina 10 episodes. So 10 episodes, 10 tribes, ne X, more mathematics, omani X 10. So tina number 10 ko project, Navio X project. Ne on TV we have 10 episodes usually for each season. Ne any project ya unity, any project for education, any project where we learn about each other.
Birungi ki mu Uganda byagenda ofuna in this project jokoze?
Those are really eye opener, you know. People online bagambye Sebei iliwa. We go to Sebei bali like Sebei iliwa. Anyava, you know, who comes from Sebei? I'm like, I'm like Cheptegei. They're like, really? You know, the people don't know some of these things. We go to Toro, Bamanyi King Oyo. They don't know he was the youngest king ever. You know, they don't know Temamani, his tradition, the story, how he came there. So it is really an education tool, Navio X project. Something that I wanted to do because Tubademo exile, you know, during the Civil War, my family Tubademo exile. They took me na boarding school, Weru, Kenya. So I'd come and learn about culture for 1 month, holiday, Christmas holiday, but they were boarding from 5 years old, but they were boarding until 13. Came back, but they were Agakani 1 semester, Zanya basketball, ngeze to South Africa. So now I was in South Africa for 6 years. Yeah. So you know, and learn these things. I wasn't able to walk around and travel and see these things. So this is part of my so naye. I'm with friends. Some of them don't know. Never had the or the Kampala your whole life. You could ginger, even ginger in Tebe. You know, so I was like, you know what? It's not just my problem. To problem of interaction via, you know, Uganda. So Navio X project is here just as my personal journey. Any journey is not for everyone. It's my personal journey of discovering what's happening, you know. Yeah.
Different songs zobadde playing abantu wano regions ezenjawulo zogenda mu ebintu bino bikwasaganya otya n'abantu abaira mu region n'okumanya nti abantu beno region yene yagala kino abali mu Sebei bagala this kind of music.
And those are, I feel like I said, the more we know about each other, the more empowered we are. To know that I can hire people in my company from everywhere. To know that there's a type of food that could be my favorite, but I've never tasted it. Nerimu Uganda, Erimu market. It's that Nakasero market. Na ya Western. What is it? Well, can I taste it? Can I get a sample? You know, all of those kind of questions for me always took center stage because I was like, I've been outside Uganda. So I came back, I was like, what's been happening? So first I learned about my Baganda. After Baganda, I'm like, wow, this world is already so big. What is happening? What more is there now?
Regions wakatambulamu birungi ki by'osanzeeyo egy'otambulidde omuntu atulaba essaawa zino?
Tulina bakyala man. No. No, but yeah, of course, but not just beautiful women, strong women. And it's actually appropriate that I'm releasing this album on Women's Day because there are strong, beautiful women in every culture holding us together.
I think that is tomorrow, not so?
Yes, it's tomorrow, holding Uganda together, but this is airing when? Today.
Today.
Hey, Munage, hey.
TV.
So, it's, knowing that they're the glue. In every culture, the glue that binds us together, the people that raise us are the mothers. That is universal, and it's something that it was nice to see.
About promoting hip hop music in Uganda, mu regions ez'enjawulo tulabyeko ogenzeko mu Sebeyi gy'otambulidde bategeera hip hop like music
So much. When you go up north, hip hop already. You go to places like Jinja, huge hip hop. They even have a hip hop festival, another one people didn't know about. The other things also like the Source, Back to the Source, which is spearheaded by people like Babaluku. There's so many pockets of hip hop that guy, because people are always like, hey, how does Fefe get this extra support? Yeah, Fik, Navio, Wajifunirawa, that extra support. People are like, they feel like they don't see it in Kampala, but they see it around the country. That is where, so us, we sometimes we act like Kampala, we are our own country. No, there's a whole big country there, and a lot of them are hip hop listeners. That is what gives us the power. That is what has made me here as the most nominated, the most award-winning East African hip hop artist of all time, is because of that support.
Away from Navio X project tuddeko nakulabyeko mu Grammy Awards ovimba n'abakabi barapa bali abamalayo otuukayo otya ewali ogenze kimaki bakunominatingako?
No, see mu nominations man. See. Yeah, that is you don't see rappers there generally. You see Busta Rhymes, but you won't even find a Jay-Z, you won't find it. There's a lot of people you won't, Jay-Z was there, but there's a lot of times, a lot of big names you won't see. Because the Grammys is still built up as something that supports all artists, but to go there is not necessarily to be nominated. You can get invitations. So you get invited there. They are trying to open up Africa. For once, they've had the Africa category. Hip hop is a big deal there. Lyrically, I'm known for even doing albums, writing albums for American artists, UK artists. I've written albums, rock albums even, not even hip hop, rock, raga, reggae, I've done it. So I think for that reason and the fact that I'm the most, award winning, they invited me. They're like, you're part of the, whatever, we're trying to open up Africa. Let us take the trendsetters, because everyone in music is a trendsetter. But even trendsetters need a trendsetter. There were no music videos till Clear Cut. There were no people doing album launches till Clear Cut. Those kind of trends that we set, they have lasted till today.
Navio, twogedde ku Grammys mwe mufuna invitations wano tufuna your fellow artists bayomba tebalina connections wano twalina Big Eye ngayomba nagamba mbagende bweru tebatwa connections lwaki temugabirako your fellow artists?
Me, I don't get calls from them. I think they call each other, and they kind of leave hip hop where it is. I've always been willing to, like I said, even next time I'm going, I'd love to travel with someone. I'd love to travel with people, a Ugandan. We need a Ugandan unit. That is how you get further over there. I was hoping to see Kenzo there this year, and whatever, but maybe he goes where he's just nominated. That's okay. But for us to empower ourselves in the Grammys, we need to be a unit. That is very clear. And so we need more interest. That's the only reason I was taken there, so that you would ask questions, so artists get interested. So that is what they're trying to do on purpose. Yeah.
And the rest.
I mean, listen, it is one call away. Him and Kenzo, are they friends? Big Guy and Kenzo.
They are friends.
They are friends. I mean, I don't see why they can't call each other. They sit down, they say, this is how you do it, A, B, C, D. Yeah, and I think all of it is online as well. Most of it is online, for how to communicate with them directly. It's just that they came and found me but they've now set up a profile online where artists can go and register, and hopefully you get, when they've analyzed who you are, they put you in.
Still about the connections, tutunulire on 25th of February, I saw your post on Facebook. Ngoina oluyimba lwakola ne Davido, Wizkid, mu meeting mutya, and who came up with the project.
Yeah, I mean, on some of those songs, like the Wizkid one, we were the hottest guys. So back now, I do other businesses. But before, when I could put my mind on music, I was maybe in the top 5. The year I dropped One and Only, I was in the top 5. It's so easy to see people. You're going from concert to concert. You're finding each other. It's very easy to get on those collaborations. So yeah, when they see big collaborations like the one with me, Wizkid, Sarkodie, it's because of that. Now recently, of course, we just did one called Solo. It's with Dalez, the biggest rapper. We have the biggest producer, one of the biggest hip hop producers on the continent, from Malawi, and with Manu Worldstar, I think is from West Africa as well. When you're moving in those circles, you're going to get those collaborations. But we just have to move. We need to realize our music is bigger than Kampala. You want to do reggae music? Maybe they'll book you in. If you're better than Conscience, maybe they'll book you in Jamaica. But we need to find our own African sound, and that's what the Navio X project is about: finding our own sound.
Navio, in the early days, we used to have some good rap music and hip hop. Nowadays buzibu kyo butuuseewo, tulaba Navio yayitamu, abalala abagezaako ne basigala wansi awo. Kiki ekiganyira kukyusa mu music waffe?
Nedda. I think there's only so many rappers we can have in the top 20. When you think about the top 20 artists performing at shows now, so between other types of music, right? So you have reggae, you have raga, you have kadongo kamu, you have band, yeah? Now think about
the big eyes, Uganda.
Everything. You have all of that. Now think about the top 20 artists performing right now. Fefe, Fiki, Navio, Gravity, Rachel Ray, all rappers. And there are more. Big Trill. If you think of a big show, that's already 6. Think of the top 20. Now, how much space are we leaving for Kadongo Kamu, reggae, dancehall, Baksimba, Bandi? Hip hop is actually ahead statistically. It's just not a popular music, but rap is ahead. It's why people are struggling they're wondering why is Gravity's shows, why is he doing what he's doing? It's because he's taken commercial beats and he has a rap. He's doing rap on it. A discipline that comes from hip hop. That is why he's killing those shows. And you have raga people like, why is he doing well? I'm like, it's because he's rapping. He's doing hip hop on your commercial beats. So it's okay though, because you don't have to realize it. Let's wait until the top 20 is all 20 of us, and we'll talk again. But for now, we're just making humble moves. And Navio X project is part of those humble moves.
Project wetwogerako Navio X project katono nnyo banja kubuzaako ku nsonga ya tulina Federation and UMA ate ebibiina ebigatta ffenna abayimbi abagwa mu UMA ne Federation bwe mu bibiina bino ogwawa?
I mean, I was part of I've been traveling for 4 months. I was part of UMA when it started. I was there at the first meetings, and then UNMF opened its doors, so I became part of UNMF. And I need to find out why there is a division between the two, personally. So
waliwo akasente kagenda ofuluma kati babasuubiza copyright ro ate kati awala akasente kagenda okujja basinga bagala kuzeewa like nga loans we copyright n'akasente kikyosinga otunuulira?
I've seen, let me tell you, the only problem in Ugandan music right now is the royalty issue. If we can collect royalties from TV stations and radio stations, there would be no issues. They're trying to tax artists before they have even paid what is called their tax to artists. To play music, even if you're not playing Ugandan music, you should be taxed. That's just a fact. You should be taxed, and that tax is what goes into the artist. And artists should get paid based on the percentage of play you have on radio. That's how they do it in other places, like Samro is what they have in South Africa. That's what Samro does. They collect all the money from radio stations. But while you have someone come and he gives him a bit of money, he goes away. We have a lot of radio stations making billions. All we're asking for is a small percentage of that. It's supposed to be, I think, 3 to 5% is supposed to go to artists. And it's not happening right now. So even the collection agencies cannot collect properly because we have corruption in that field. The royalties issue for me is the biggest issue. And you should get paid whether or not you want to. Whatever, what the government should do is set up. Once they've set up, your money is there, whether you collect it or not.
What if they give you a token from that money you get from the government?
Do you know
Token.
to go away or to keep quiet?
Yeah. To do what?
To what? To do what?
Like a token for Navio. So we got 5 billion. Now we are sharing. Navio is getting 200 millions, and someone is getting 100.
What is it based on? Just as a token to keep quiet. I think you know my family, man. You know my family. One, we don't get moved. We're not moved. I'm not moved by money. I'm moved about results. I'm moved about the future of Ugandan music. Because I was that young kid who couldn't come up. I was that young boy who wasn't appreciated on radio and TV. What are we doing to help him? I don't need money. I don't need money. Like I'm still getting endorsement deals. We're spending money from 2005. What we need is answers about what's happening with the future of Ugandan music. That's it.
As we wind up, Navio nga tumaliriza. Nalabyeko ku late nga oli ne mutabani wo ku social media posting aweza mwaka gumu. Tukyagenda mu maaso ku telefone n'omukulu baagala mututwala kunaye nga tumaliriza Navio. Weewaawo. Navio. We are live on TV. Navio.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's do it.
Nga tumaliriza. Nalabyeko celebrating 1 year of your son. Nga ali mu ssanyu n'ogamba ng'ondaba oli mu ssanyu. Kitegeeza ki okubeera wamu ne famire yo nga teri mu mawulire abasinga batambuza nagamba famire yange this and this sikando ezo tebazirimu okikozo
wife wange tali mu showbiz. You know, my wife is not in showbiz. My wife is a personal creature. She doesn't need people to love her. She needs family to love her. She doesn't need people to take pictures of her. She knows she's appreciated and beautiful in her own way. So as a wife, she's centered on the family. She's like, oh, Inaka, you have your life, only showbiz, now you're showbiz, nice. Well, be home. When you're finished with your showbiz, you come and be a father. And that's it.
Tomorrow is a Women's Day. Bubaka chibolekera abawagizi bo Navio abachala
abachala, you know I love you so much. How many love songs do I have for you, sweet women of Uganda? Thank you so much for being the girlfriends, the wives, the mothers, the sisters, the judges. Thank you so much for taking care of us. Big up. Make sure you guys have an amazing Women's Day. And the album is your present from me to you. The album is coming out on Women's Day. The Navio X project is just for you.